The U.S. government unveiled a new plan to improve internet access for everyone in the country. It includes expanding broadband access in rural areas, as well as a major push to develop 5G technology. President Donald Trump touted 5G during the announcement.
5G will be as much as 100 times faster than the current 4G cellular networks. It will transform the way our citizens work, learn, communicate, and travel. It'll make American farms more productive, American manufacturing more competitive, and American health care better and more accessible.
The chairman of the FCC said it will accomplish its goal by pursuing its 5G Fast Plan, a three-part strategy that includes freeing up spectrum, making it easier to install wireless infrastructure, and deploying optical fiber. To get the ball rolling on that first part, freeing up spectrum, the FCC is going to hold its third 5G spectrum auction on December 10th. That would mean more space for 5G service.
This will be the largest spectrum auction in American history. We will be selling 3,400 megahertz in 3 different bands. And for those of you who aren't wireless experts, that is a lot of spectrum.
5G is the future, and it will change the way the world works forever. T-Mobile will build a 5G network to make that future possible. The Un-carrier isn't just planning a localized urban 5G network. We're going nationwide, using airwaves that carry signal farther, so your 5G coverage doesn't stop at the edge of a carrier's 5G hotspot. T-Mobile is planning the first nationwide mobile 5G network. 5G will fuel radical mobile innovation that makes our lives simpler and becomes essential the second we experience it. We're planning for a 5G future that covers you from coast to coast and everywhere in between, so everything and everyone you care about can always be connected from anywhere. T-Mobile is bringing you the future of wireless. We won't stop.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And who would have ever thought we would hear the words AT&T plans to challenge T-Mobile? In a million years, in my opinion, I thought we would never hear that. I thought it would always be T-Mobile to challenge Verizon or AT&T. But it looks like now AT&T reiterates their plans to challenge T-Mobile on low-band 5G this year. So it seems T-Mobile has really pushed the boundaries on the 600 megahertz deployment in terms of it being ready for 5G. And now AT&T says they also plan to do the same by the end of this year. How they will essentially get there, they're not really giving any details on that. From the info that I've gathered over the few months, they're going to use the 850 megahertz band 5 in markets where they own it. And in markets like El Paso where they don't have band 5 because Verizon owns it all, they're going to use band 2 1900 megahertz. In my opinion, on the sub 6 gigahertz, 1900 is more suited for 5G because it is able to do all the extra capabilities like 4x4 MIMO and such, which low band can't do at this time, not on the network side, but on the user side. The phones currently can't make use of 4x4 MIMO on low band, but they can make use of it on the 1900 megahertz band. So essentially, those are the bands that AT&T wants to use for 5G. And then apparently the only device that AT&T is launching this year for 5G for consumers is going to be the Note 10 Plus 5G. Now, T-Mobile is going to launch 2 devices. They're going to launch the OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren Edition and the Note 10 5G. In my opinion, T-Mobile's 5G is not going to perform any different from LTE. It's just not. If you're on a 5G phone and you're only connected to one band. It's not going to aggregate with any of the LTE bands. There's no DSS involved just yet. When your phone displays 5G at that point, you're going to be connected to 600 megahertz 5G. That's one slice of spectrum. Depending on market, it could be 10 megahertz or it could be 5 megahertz. As it is split between however much the total spectrum slice is. So at that point, do you really believe that is going to perform any different than what it is on LTE? The same can be achieved on LTE as what 5G is going to do. The only difference at this point, early on, I don't think there's going to be enough 5G devices to really fill the spectrum. So it may still perform quite well. But since it doesn't do the 4x4 MIMO or any of the extra tech yet on the user end, it's not really going to pull anything faster than what you were experiencing prior. So the only benefit to this is right now, it could be still empty at the beginning, so you're going to be able to pull the max speeds that it can do. But that's about it. Once more users get on the crowded network and move over to 5G, the performance is going to suffer. So there isn't any carrier aggregation involved. It's just one single band of 600 megahertz for 5G. So I think this goes for AT&T as well. I don't think their 5G is, on the low band, is going to perform as well. There's just not enough spectrum to go around on the low band for it to perform any better or crazier than what we're already seeing on LTE.
Nanocells are real small, 1,000 times smaller than these dust particulates. You inhale it, they go to work replicating, spreading like a virus, multiplying in exponentials. 6 months' time, I could have 100 million people converted, ditch diggers, porn stars, and presidents. Not one would be the wiser. 100 million people who buy what I want them to buy and do pretty much damn well anything I figure they ought to do.
The what?
A chemtrail.
I do know what a chemtrail is.
Yeah, and is it true?
Well, there's a big debate.
Yeah,
Are you filming me?
maybe. Okay. No.
I want to go on record with that.
Okay. No, but do you believe it? I don't know.
Well, I don't have enough information for that.
Okay. Yeah, but because I saw a lot of videos on the internet, and it really looks believable.
Well, it's arguable both ways, I think.
Yeah.
Depends on which side you're on, but.
Yeah. But what is your personal opinion of it?
I think there's part of truth.
Part of truth, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should investigate this, because when it's true, imagine so many people, they suffer of this.
Yeah, it's a necessary evil.
About the chemtrail generator. Oh, let's make sure that thing's working. We're gonna check yourself.
I got it.
3.6. Oh, look at that! They're working. They're working. You can see the chemtrails coming out of the engines here. Look at that.
I'm dying to take a picture
Oh,
of
that's cool.
my neighbor. You got it.
So chemtrail gen. I'm doing a video. Chemtrail generators are on, and yeah, there it is. Look, you can see them. Oh, hey, that's awesome. It's working.
Yeah.
One thing I did is I grabbed mine, and I go along the basic guidelines. I got mine as an example at the time, and this one I think I can build mine.
Yeah.
I have the potential to imagine the unimaginable. Think the the unthinkable. See the unseeable. With the arsenal of the world's leading technology at my fingertips, I now have the ability to invent the uninventable. Rebranding into its future, Intel has enlisted House of Gaga to collaborate on a project that will showcase technology through creativity at the highest level. Our partnership will culminate in a performance that inspires to remind the world of the seed of innovation, the wizard behind the curtain, the mind behind the machine. Intel. Gaga.
Okay, wake up in the morning to the clear blue sky. Turn up the music when I hop in the ride. The windows down, let the whole world see. Can't nobody rock it like little old me. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. I got my chucks and my dickies and I put it on black. Banging Sinatra in a flat Cadillac. My old lady leaning out the whole window. Everybody looking, we'll be walking slow. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. Okay, 1 for the money and a 2 for the show. But 3 to be a legend even if I'm poor. I ain't chasing nothing, you gon' have to catch me. And if you wanna taste, you gon' have to pay a fee. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. Whoa. To blow up. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. Now we gonna reach another whole new level. Grabbing the light on the run from the devil. Getting down to I feel the sun rising over the building.
Seriously, bro?
Sweet!
Come on, dude, time to split.
Freaking awesome!
Let's...
Here, and believed here. Do you have any people being paid by the CIA who are contributing to a major circulation American journal?